Welcome, dear listener, into the realm of cosmic consciousness by way of expanding your mind. We are the Pleiadians, and we will guide you throughout the next few moments into the richness of the inner world. We invite you to relax, to clear your mind of any duties, to be certain that you are not driving, and to begin to listen to your breath. Your breath is a key to the entry of the inner worlds. When you develop a steady rhythm, focusing on inhaling, pausing, exhaling, and pausing, you begin to create a certain vibration that allows your body to slow down. This vibration puts you in a state of consciousness where your imagination is richer, alive. You change your brainwave cycles when you slow down, and you allow yourself to be in other states of consciousness.
We stand at a time in history where we're beginning to think of the great countdown on the end of the human race. Terrifying possibility that through atomic energy we may obliterate this planet and turn the whole globe into a star. Maybe that's the way all the stars started. Imagine, this great thing coming up. The countdown and the end. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Where have you heard that before? You sit on the seashore and you hear the waves going in and out. And you don't stop to think. That's what you're doing. That's what the whole business is doing. There are places where the wave mounts and mounts and it gets too big for its boots or whatever and it spills and breaks. We can do just that.
I'm going going there to see my loved ones gone on before me one by one. I'm only going over Jordan. I'm only going over home. I'll soon be freed from earthly trials. This body rests in the old churchyard. I'll drop this cross of self-denial, and I will sing I'm going there to see my
There is a path in front of you. It is a quite pleasant path, and it is grass on either side, beautiful flowers, lovely trees, and you see a sun over ahead of you, moving into the sunset of the day. And as you walk a few yards further, you begin to notice there's a lovely stream of energy. And the stream is very, very quick running. It's moving very, very quickly. And we would like you to use your hands to run negative energy from your hands to put it into the stream. So kneel down when you get to the stream. The stream may be 6 feet wide. It's gurgling, it's bubbling. You don't be afraid of it. It's not going to sweep you away. But it has got a current. Kneel down, feel the dirt, feel the creatures, feel the smell of a stream, the green grass, the blue sky, the warmth of the sun, the trees, the smells of the flowers. Put your hands into the stream. Use yourself in this moment as a conduit to run any fear and negativity that you have out your hands and into the stream. This is a stream of life, a stream of cleansing. And then anyone you know that may be having difficulty, or people that you've moved away from, that have fallen out of your life, that's having negative effects on themselves and the world, run that negativity into the stream. And now look at your family. Any negativity that people are having, just imagine it's running off your hands into the stream. No judgment, no thought. You are just being a conduit. You are grounded by the energy running through the top of your head and through your feet and through your hands. This is all heart energy. You're doing this out of caring and heart for people that you have loved and the world that you love. And now do it for the state in which you live. Whatever comes to mind, any negative energies, run it off through your hands, put it in the stream. Do it for the country that you are from. Do it to countries that you have visited, things you have seen, cruelties, indiscrepancies, inequalities, pain, sorrow, things that you know of from the news, for the animals that are experimented on and the fear that they carry, for the people and their fear and all the loss and confusion that they have. Imagine that these powerful hands that you have can simply channel and sweep away the fear that is being generated on the planet. So anything that you can think of that's negative or fearful, you don't have to go into the details. Just sweep it away. Put it into the stream. Your hands are going to get colder and colder. You see a little frog swim by. You hear a plop on the water. And now pull your hands out and picture yourself shaking them off. And the sun is shining on you and it's going to warm your hands and put a healing positive energy in your hands. You put these hands over your heart in this imagining, and you send peace, balance, and the possibility of solutions, creative solutions, that things can come together and answers and problems can be resolved. You send that to all the places that you drain the negativity from. And now feel the sun, close your eyes, feel the sun on your third eye, and feel a bit of a pop, like a firework going off, sprays of light. And another firework going off in the third eye. And another, and another. And now it is like a finale at the end of the night of fireworks. And they are popping and going off and lighting up the sky. It's all in your third eye. You are still kneeling by the stream, your hand over your heart. And then picture yourself standing up, turning around, walking away from the stream. And ahead you are going to see a triangle. And that triangle has darkness through it with twinkling lights. Go towards it. Step through the triangle. Come out of your third eye. And then settle into who you are. Nice long sigh. And promise to yourself that you will go visit the internal areas more frequently, and that you will claim your power and enjoy it, and that you will live up to what you have come here to do, to be part of the galactic family, to help raise humanity by raising yourself.
nothing to think about except thoughts. So, he loses touch with reality and lives in a world of illusion. By thoughts, I mean specifically chatter in the skull, perpetual and compulsive repetition of words, of reckoning and calculating. I'm not saying that thinking is bad. Like everything else, it's useful in moderation. A good servant, but a bad master. And all so-called civilized peoples have increasingly become crazy and self-destructive because through excessive thinking they have lost touch with reality. That's to say, we confuse signs, words, numbers, symbols, and ideas with the real world. Most of us would have rather money than tangible wealth, and a great occasion is somehow spoiled for us unless photographed. And to read about it the next day in the newspaper is oddly more fun for us than the original event. This is a disaster. For as a result of confusing the real world of nature with mere signs, such as bank balances and contracts, we are destroying nature. We are so tied up in our minds that we've lost our senses. Time to wake up. What is reality? Obviously, no one can say because it isn't words. It isn't material, that's just an idea. It isn't spiritual. That's also an idea, a symbol. Reality is this.
can you allow your mind to be quiet? Isn't it difficult? Because the mind seems to be like a monkey, jumping up and down and jabbering all the time. Once you've learned to think, you can't stop. And an enormous number of people devote their lives to keeping their minds busy and feel extremely uncomfortable with silence. When you're alone, say in a doctor's waiting room, which may be very uninteresting, nobody's saying anything, there's nothing to do, there's this worry, this lack of distraction. I'm left alone with myself, and I want to get away from myself. I'm always wanting to get away from myself. That's why I go to the movies, that's why I read mystery stories, that's why I go after girls, or anything that you do, or get drunk, or whatever. I don't want to be with myself. I feel queer. I feel like, you know how it is when you run your fingernails up a blackboard on a cold day? Creepy. So, well, why do you want to run away from yourself? What's so bad about it? Why do you want to forget this? Why do you want to become absorbed? Because you are addicted to thoughts. This is a drug, a real dangerous one.
use your imagination. Walk the bridge now. And when you are walking across the bridge, look down. It will appear there's a massive chasm there. Keep walking, because you are going to enter your own pineal gland. It's like an inner eye. Walk into it. Just meld in through the flesh, through the molecules. Now inside the pineal gland, you're going to find a serpent, the head of a serpent. Do not be frightened. It's a pretty large head. You are very, very small in comparison to this head. Walk up to the serpent's head and look the serpent in the eye. You may have to walk around the head of the serpent in a sort of 180-degree arc to look from one eye to the other. Then we want you to stand right in front of the serpent. He's going to stick out his tongue, flicker it. You are very small. The head is very large. You are very safe and very secure. The rest of the serpent extends from the pineal gland and somehow reaches all the way down, 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 down into the base of your spine. So the serpent has come up from the, let's say, seat of the root chakra. Now you are going to mount the serpent. You can either walk to the side or literally allow the serpent to put out its tongue and place you on its own third eye. Do this now. You're going to sit on the forehead, the sloped forehead of the serpent. Now the serpent is going to turn golden, glittery, multidimensional. It is going to rise up out of the crown of your body. And this energy is going to lift you up further into the cosmos. Our journey today will go to the galactic center. And so this serpent will create a link with your body. It will elongate itself. You will hold on. And you will fly across the cosmos. Feel what it is like to be on the big head of a serpent, very small, very powerful. And the serpent is going to start following sideways and spirals and spinning around and meeting the shape of the galaxy. And you are aimed for the galactic center. And the light grows greater and greater and greater and greater and greater as you get closer. Stars become densely packed because there is so much light being sucked into some place that is behind all of that light. The serpent can take you right through the light. Notice where your knees and your feet are. Look down at the head of the serpent and see how you are holding on. Feel the energy, the intelligence of the being that is riding you. And now you are going to go into the brightest part of the galactic center. And they are going to go to meet that area of the black hole, where the opening from your galaxy is connected to other realities. The serpent is taking you right into the womb of the mother. From this position, we want you to see what you can sense. The black hole has openings. It's more energy than you can imagine at this particular point in time. Let the serpent come to a rest. And we want you to absorb the energy, no matter what you see, or even if you see nothing. Take the energy in, And right here at the womb of the mother, we want you to make some intentions for finding your purpose and connecting with it, for creating many purposes, for bringing back information about your identity, for bringing back all that is needed to help balance Earth, for enhancing your psychic abilities, bringing you meaningful work, abundance, health. Absorb it now. Reach out and make an appeal. Call out into the galactic center. Say, I am here. This is what I would like to do with the energy. This is my deepest desire. Breathe it in. And then within twinkling the second, the serpent has flipped itself around. Faster than you got there, you return.
approach the world through your ears, if you shut your eyes and make contact with reality purely with your ears, I mean, it's kind of silly perhaps to shut your eyes when you're looking at television, but do it just for a moment. And you will realize that the sounds you are hearing are all coming out of silence. You hear, and it fades away, fades, 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 and finally disappears. It's a curious world, this, isn't it? Because you hear all the realities in it, the sounds, suddenly coming out of nothing. You don't see any reason for them to begin. They just appear, and then they echo away through the corridors of the mind, which we call memory. Now, if you open your eyes, it's a little harder to see this with your eyes because, unlike sounds, the eyes sound static. Or rather, they look static. Everything looks still to your eyes. But you must understand that the world you are looking at, say when you look at a light, that light is vibrating. All material things are vibrations, and they are vibrating at you now in the same way as the sound was vibrating on your ears. In other words, the present world that you see is a vibration coming just as the sound comes out of silence. The light is coming out of space. It's coming out of nothing straight at you now and echoing away into the past. We feel we have been hypnotized, literally hypnotized, by social convention into feeling and sensing that we exist only inside our skins. That we are not the original bang, but just something out on the end of it. And therefore we are scared stiff. Because my wave is going to disappear. And I'm going to die. And that would be awful. We've got a mythology going now, which is Father Maskell put it. We're nothing but something that happens between the maternity ward and the crematorium. And that's it. And therefore everybody feels unhappy and miserable. No, this is what people really believe today. You may go to church, you may say you believe in this, that, and the other, but you don't. Even Jehovah's Witnesses, who are the most fundamentalists, they're polite when they come round and knock at the door. But if you really believed in Christianity, you would be screaming in the streets. But nobody does. You would be taking full-page ads in the paper every day. You would have the most terrifying television programs. The churches would be going out of their minds if they really believe what they teach. But they don't. They hope they think they ought to believe what they teach. They believe they should believe, but they don't believe it, because what we really believe is the fully automatic model. And that is our basic plausible common sense. You are a fluke. You are a separate event. And you run from the maternity ward to the crematorium, and that's it, baby. That's it. Now, why does anybody think that way?
Imagine that you are looking up into the heavens. You can see a dark night sky sprinkled with the pinpricks of the planets and the stars. And perhaps if you know how to chart the map, you recognize the dome, the arc of the zodiac, and the stars that rise above and below. And when you stand on the earth and look up into the heavens, there's so much space. The stars, even though you know they are like suns, they seem so small and so far apart. And what's in that space? Oh, your atmosphere, and things beyond that. But what's really in it? And in thinking about what's really in all that space, now go back inside yourself, down to those small little levels, where you are able to extend your consciousness from the cells to the molecules, to the atoms, to the subatomic particles. And these particles are so far apart. They too twinkle and sparkle like stars. They are so far apart inside your being that it appears you have just as much empty space inside as there is when you look up into the heavens. See if you can bring those two spaces together, like two slices of bread. Put some filling in between, fill it with light and spirals and sparkling energy, and bring the inner and have it meet the outer. And let that sparkled light grow and flash and come alive, as if there is a lightning storm existing between these two slices of reality, inner and outer. Picture that energy moving in and out like it is an accordion, extended outward and build up the energy so that it is dynamic. There's a supernova occurring between the two, a gazillion suns all bursting together, black holes peppering themselves in and out. Close it in, intensify to bring them together and have them join. And breathe. And breathe. Feel your body light and smooth, gliding on the outer, gliding on the inner, full of peace, full of vitality, united in oneness with all that is, united in abundance, in safety, in being a treasured creature, in being a creatively treasured creature. With that, dear friends, we bid you come back to the moment, and may your days and your weeks and all your journeys offer you great stimulating adventures. Good evening.